morning, everybody. How y'all doing on this glorious Sunday? So look, I want to touch on some faith and trust. Trust, very important. I'm going to show y'all why. So faith to me is probably the most important of all the spiritual gifts. We cannot please God without faith. And also faith, when we have true faith, it can incorporate and activate all the other spiritual gifts. So faith is extremely important, right? So let's start with Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Things hoped for and things we do not see. So we're not operating off of signs and we need to really have this faith. But how do you get faith, right? How do you get real faith? Not the, well, I'm supposed to have faith. How do we get real faith? We get faith by understanding what it is we have faith in. Understanding this God we serve. When we can understand him, we operate from a place of knowing versus a place of just believing. And believing is great. But when we can step into that place of knowing, faith becomes so much more powerful, y'all. So I'm going to read another verse out of here. This is also Hebrews 6-7. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. Can't please God without faith, right? We can't. We cannot please God without faith, right? But what do we do when faith falters? What is it that we need when faith falters, when them seasons change and God feels far away, which he never is? But that don't mean we don't feel that at times, right? What we need then is trust. Trust is what lifts us in times that are uncertain, in times, because what God has planned for us and what we have planned for us are definitely not the same most of the time. A lot of the times, man plans and God is laughing because he has something way bigger for you in store. And a lot of things we don't understand, because who can understand the mind of God fully, right? But we can do our best in understanding him and what he wants for you in your personal relationship with God, right? I'm gonna head over here to, let's go to John 14. This is 1 John 14-16. It says, this is the confidence we have in approaching God. Keyword, confidence. That if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we asked of him. Understand, he's using the word know, not believe or have faith in, because true faith leads to knowing. Knowing is the place we want to reach. Not that if we're not there, there's something wrong with us, but that's what we should be aiming for, getting to a place of knowing. When we get to a place of knowing, the whole experience of God is totally different. We step out of that, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this, I'm supposed to be doing that, and we go into the place of knowing what God wants, and that comes through understanding and gaining wisdom in the Lord and letting him pour into you. And as he pours into you, we are to pour back out, so that we don't become dependent on others. Whereas when we listen to another man or woman of God, it's not a place of dependence, but a place of honor and reverence and knowing that God is using this individual to speak to you. I hope y'all have a blessed day, man. Mighty men of God. Go time, baby. Let's get it.